What's up, everyone? It's Trainer Dell, and in this video I have for you a Lightsworn deck profile that belongs to my cousin. Disclaimer, again, this deck is definitely not meta. It's like last updated like I don't even know, 2.5 years ago. Where the other two decks in this little mini series, they are playable, I believe. Even if you take them to locals, if you play online, I think they're playable. This deck definitely isn't. Just two cards, really. So if you swap out these two cards with anything else, I'm pretty sure you'll be fine. So yeah, let's get right into it. I'll show you why. If you know Lightsworn decks from like 2 years ago, I'm pretty sure you can know what card didn't get taken out, and it's just really good in this deck. But yeah, the Judgment Light is coming through. As you can see, there's like shadows and whatnot. JD himself, Judgment Dragon, control 4 or more, or not control, but if you have 4 or more Lightsworns with different names in your graveyard, special summon it. JD go boom, 1,000 light points, blow up the field, send 4 cards from your deck, from the top of your deck to your graveyard, like mill it. It's JD. He's the super boss monster of this deck. Then we got Wolf, who goes Aru. If he's milled, he can't be normal summoned or set, but if he's milled, then yeah, you special summon him from your graveyard. 3 Lumina, the Lightsworn Sorcerer Summoner. Discard a card from your hand, special summon a level 4 lower Lightsworn monster. Send 3 at the end of the turn, or mill 3. I gotta say mill 3. Garoth, big boy right here, 1850, and when each time a Lightsworn monster is, or each time a card is sent from your deck to the graveyard by the effect of a Lightsworn monster you control, except himself, then send the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard, then draw for each Lightsworn. So he can get you some advantage while you're milling and going through that strategy. 3 Raiden. He's really cool. He was in the structure deck, and during your main phase, you can send the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard, and if any of them are Lightsworns, this gains extra 200. And yeah, at the end of your turn, send 2 or mill 2. Lila, put in defense mode, destroy your spell or trap card, and then mill 3. Basically, so simple. It's Lila. 2 Minerva. She's a tuner, so that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, Raiden's a tuner as well. Forgot to say. But Minerva, when this card is normal summoned, you can add 1 Light Dragon monster from your deck to your hand whose level is less than or equal to the number of Lightsworn monsters with different names in your graveyard. That almost never comes up. Like, it searches JD, but it almost never comes up. Mainly when this is milled or sent to the graveyard, right? From your hand or deck, then you just send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. So yeah, and then mill 2 if this is on the board. Erin's for defense. Before damage calculation, if this attacks a defense position monster, then you shuffle that monster back into the deck, and then end phase mill 3. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Lightsworn Archer. Can't be normal or set. It's kind of like Wolf in a way, but it must be summoned by a card effect. And if this card is sent from the deck to the graveyard by a monster effect and it has to be a monster, then you get to special summon it. But its cool thing is you contribute this card, then target 1 monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and send the top 3, like mill 3 after that. It does say send, but mill is, the word. 1 Lumina, Lightsworn Shaman. Once per turn, you can banish 1 Lightsworn monster from your hand or graveyard, then target 1 banished Lightsworn monster except herself, and special summon it. And then once per turn, if your other Lightsworn monster effects are activated, send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. So mill 3. Mainly here, if JD, for another card, but helps other stuff. I'll say that JD doesn't banish. 2 Photon Thrasher, if you control no monsters, or it can't be normal summon or set, it must be special summoned if you control no monsters, and that's it. It just can't attack if you have another monster. So it's mainly here for the bigger Minerva plays. 2 Honest, because everything's basically light except for the Twilight Sworn. Honest, just during damage cal, send it from your hand, the monster gains attack. Yeah. So this is a card that is banned now. So if you want to run this deck or any variation, you can't play this. But 2 Fairy Tale Snow was so good. Sad to see it go. It fits so well, but so many decks were busted because of this card. It was just too good. Can chain multiple times in the same chain. Pretty crazy. So yeah, that's what Lumina's here for. For that. Yeah. 3 Charge of Light Brigade. This you can activate Wolf off it, which is cool. But just send mill top 3, add a level 4 lower Lightsworn from your deck to your hand. Solar Recharge to get Wolves out of your hand, because he always ends up there somehow. Discard a Lightsworn, draw 2 cards, and then mill 2. Galaxy Cyclones for some back row removal, destroy set cards, but even if it gets milled, you can destroy face-up spell trap cards. Dark Hole, so you have a 4th JD. Well, JD destroys like everything, but still go boom. 2 Beckoning Lights to try to get stuff back. Very slow card nowadays, honestly, but it's still alright. Doesn't hurt to set it if you need to, and if they space it or cyclone it, you can activate it. Breakthrough Skill, another card you don't mind going to the graveyard. It can still negate a card, so it can negate a card, a monster effect your opponent controls, and then if it's in the graveyard, you can banish it during your turn and negate another monster effect. I don't believe you can use it can't be done in the same turn. Something like that. 1 Michael for the 7 plays. But yeah, once per turn, you can pay 1,000 life points, then target a card on the field and banish it. And then when this card is destroyed, you can target any number of other Lightsworn monsters in your graveyard, shuffle them into the deck, and gain 300 life points for each. Also mills 3. And finally, Minerva, the Exalted Lightsworn. 2 level 4 monsters, which is why we play the Photon, Thrasher, Snow, all the other 4s, basically. So yeah, you can attach 1 material from this card, send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard, then draw cards equal to the number of Lightsworn monsters sent to the graveyard this way. Then if this card is destroyed, you send 3 to the top of the deck, and then you can destroy cards on the field up to the number of Lightsworn cards sent to the graveyard by this effect. So yeah, I don't think that targets. I'm not too sure. I think because you don't choose the cards. It's after the effect resolves. Let me know down below. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this is one of my cousin's Lightsworn deck. Out of all the decks, this is the most explosive, but probably the least consistent. I mean, it's luck sack, it's Lightsworn. But once JD comes down, when you're playing like a slower game, if you've seen the 6 Samurai deck, the Crystal Beast deck, they're not really fast decks. I usually play Cyberdark, and this is where I say it's funny with my cousins and my best friend. It's like these are all GX, I feel, era cards. But yeah, they definitely did not get into synchros and XEs and stuff. They kind of just stopped right there where the game was a little more simple. They still know how to do synchros and XEs. They know the rules, but they didn't follow up with those series. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed these very casual decks. And that's the end of what I call Casual Fridays. Maybe I'll post up more casual decks that I have on the side that I don't really update. They're just there. I think I have a Flamvel deck. My Cyberdarks, obviously. But Cyberdarks, I try to be a little locally competitive and try to play. But yeah, for now, that's the end of Casual Fridays. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Peace.